Hey y'all, it's your boy Big Mike. You know that dude you be seeing on the streets and be like, hey, ain't that dude that be doing them YouTube videos? Yeah, that's me. And for today's topic, we're going to be talking about incest. I did a little bit of research on the little googly thing, and the Bible scriptures that came up on this little research here is from Leviticus chapter 18, verses 8 through 18. And it just says basically that the Bible doesn't, for example, forbid cousins from marrying, but it does prohibit sexual relationships with several other close relatives, meaning fathers shouldn't be messing off with their daughter, mothers shouldn't be messing off with their sons, uncles, wives aren't acceptable to be messing off with. If you're a woman, you shouldn't be messing off with your uncles and stuff like that. So it's basically close, and in the house relatives. I mean, from what I'm getting from it, it's basically saying that it's okay to mess off with your cousin, which I thought was a little all hell no ish. But okay, no, from what I read, in these scriptures, it's like Leviticus and then Deuteronomy has a little to talk about it too. So if the Bible doesn't have any issues with you messing off with your cousin, and the government, where I'm in the United States, is okay with you marrying your relatives, then I don't know. I guess I shouldn't have a problem with it, but like I said, it still seems a little weird for you to be messing off with your kin. But not just these Bible scriptures that I looked at, but I read the whole Bible from cover to cover, and I remember there was a part in there where these two sisters were messing off with their dad, and they were both trying to get pregnant by him. I mean, I don't know if there was a shortage of men in the area, but you can't look no further down the street than your father. That's a little weird for me right there. I don't know how far back in the biblical days that just happened, but I'm having a little catfish nugget and popcorn shrimp and spaghetti with some garlic toast that I made out of hamburger buns over here. So excuse me while I get my grub on, y'all. spaghetti's a little hot still, so I'm gonna let that cool off. We're kind of having a winter weather advisory. I'm in Tennessee, and we've been getting like real cold. Like a couple of days ago, it was like 9 degrees, and it was sleeting real bad. And my neighbor got stuck in the snow, like right in front of my house almost. And my mother went out there and helped him get free from being stuck or whatever. And he went on about his merry little way. But it's weird, really weird that when I was in Michigan, we would get like shoveling snowblower snow, and I'm talking to the tune of 8, 10 inches or better, just like a whole lot of snow. And then it wouldn't stop us from going to where we had to go. I mean, the people, they would snow blow. I mean, no, the salt trucks would come out and clear, pave the parking lots and stuff like that. And then when I came to the south, I mean, you could literally get like one flake of snow, and it would shut the whole town, the whole state would just be like, "Oh, this is the end of the world. We can't move." Like, pick up a shovel, dust off your windshield, and go do what you gotta do. Y'all wear masks and call yourself being preventative from catching the coronavirus, but you can't like function once you get some snow on your front porch. Really? It's sick of all these pop-ups on my laptop while I'm trying to do a video. It's really distracting. Man. Anywho, yeah, so while I've been in Tennessee, I got, well, I had this little gossip buddy whose initials are TH, TWH. This girl, she knows a little bit, a lot of bit about what everybody else's personal business is, and just tells me what's going on in this little kissing cousin town that I live in, the name of the town is called Junction, Tennessee, but I call it Kuz'n County, where not just the cousins are kissing. Sisters, I've heard this, from the little gossip buddy that I had. The sister was messing off with her sister's then boyfriend. I think that they later on got married. The older sister to the boyfriend, not sister to the sister, but that kind of thing. It'll happen around here. It happens in the big city too. Like I said, I'm from Michigan, but some kind of way it just don't get circulated the way it do down here in the South. Like when you see the little thumbnail that I had, and the daddy is just got his hands all around his daughter's boobs, and the wife is the mother of whatever she was is just kind of whatever. But yeah, I mean it's real. It's real. I got a friend. I'm just gonna call him Fat Boy. His dad, may he rest in peace, bit into a piece of catfish, and there was a bone in it, like what I just spit out. And some kind of way the bone went through his jaw, his cheek. And it's like, you see me like just bite into this piece of fish, and how do you like chew into a piece of fish and the bone go through your cheek? I don't see how that happened. Anyway, yeah, there's relatives that I know of that have married each other. These aren't like blood related relatives of mine. I have a blood related relative that married into this incestuous situation or whatever, where my cousin's wife's mother and father are cousins. And when I first heard about them being married, and then they had like 5 kids, 4 girls and a boy. Hmm. And they married. Like I said, I thought this was like real all hell no ish. But like I said, I googled this in the Bible. Like I said, you can look it up for yourself. It's Leviticus chapter 18, verses 8 through 18. And then they don't give the other like chapter and verses to look up, but it's also talked about in Deuteronomy too. I was joking with my cousin earlier. Hey, Leah. I was looking, like I said, I was looking up this information about incest or whatever, and me and her are friends on Facebook. And I saw that she had made this post about getting into reading some Bible scriptures, and I just thought that was a little funny that we were having this. Our relationship has gotten real close. I'm not saying that we are going to get married or anything like that. I mean, no. But yeah, she's good looking and everything. I love my cousin, but I'm not trying to just you know marry her like that. This is it's okay for that kind of thing to go on down here in the South, and all that they just third cousins or something like that on down the line, and no matter if it's first, second, or third or 15th, that's still your relative. Like I mean, I can't even have a dating, excuse me, have a dating lifestyle because my family is real deep over here in the South. I mean, like on my grandmother, and grandfather's side, I can't just like go up the street without, you know, two or three relatives on this block alone that I live on is like family members. Like everybody's already partnered up. Like if you didn't meet like when you're in high school and somebody just moved down here and you just hurry up and snatch them up, 9 times out of 10 we related. Most of these women, they chewing tobacco and dipping snuff, and I don't find none of that attractive. Like if I found out that we weren't related, I'd still wear a condom to mess off with some of these hee haw kissing cousin county inbred. Man, I don't know. I gotta get out of this town, man. You shooting a video. Give me a second. Give me a second. Shooting a video. The what? I'm shooting a video. Can you give me a second? Man, I can't wait till I win the lottery or my disability gets approved. As soon as I get me a check, I'm cutting me a path clean out of this town that I'm living in. As you can see, I don't have no privacy. My mother just busted my room. Can you let me know in the comments below if you condone this kind of social behavior as far as relationships with your family? Because even though I did this little research and seeing that the government is okay with cousins marrying cousins, and the Bible it doesn't go against what's in the Bible. So now that I'm thinking about this guy, I gotta give him a shout out. He's been real helpful as far as commenting on one of my videos, and I believe he subscribed also. But he just like really tripped me out. This guy's name on YouTube is Brandon the Garbage Disposal Clark. He does some really bad acting, as he calls it, and he's given me about 3 or 4 shout outs, just telling people to check out my YouTube channel. But after you like and comment on Little Miss Redbone, can you give me a minute? That gummit, y'all in my inbox, y'all. But yeah, Mr. Brandon Clark, this guy, he used one of he used the intro to my video, where I said, "Hey y'all, it's your boy Big Mike." The dude that you be seeing on the streets and be like, "Hey, ain't that dude that be doing them YouTube videos?" He used that little clip in one of his videos, and I thought that was just like hilarious because he's funny, man. This guy, like I said, he does this acting, and for the most part, he's a competitive eater. He consumes like large quantities, like these 6, 8, 10, 12 pound meals that like 4 or 5, 6 people could eat, and just chokes it all down in like 30, 40 minutes or something. Like, he collabs with people and does these real big pizza challenges, and it's these real huge burgers. Like, man, they be having like about 4 pounds of ground beef on it, and then a head of lettuce, and like 2, 3 tomatoes, and about 2 whole onions, and just he be just smashing, like going to town, eating the whole thing by himself. I mean, you can like do it for a T-shirt and get your name on the wall of fame, and sometimes they have like $50 or $100 prizes if you can finish it in a certain amount of time. And it's just, check his channel out. That dude, he can eat. He go to these buffets, and it just be him by himself, and you see like plate of like 12 plates of just everything on the menu, and he'll just be wolfing it down like in an hour. Like, that's about the longest video I've seen. Is probably an hour long, and he just be smashing, just having a food review, talking about how this and that tastes, and the dude, he be going buck wild on the fork and knife deal. Like, everything that I'm eating right now, he done pounced it off already in the little 29 minutes that this video has been airing. But I'm not in no competition to where I just have to scarf everything down. I'm just sitting here having a little meal, talking about this little incest situation. I believe that Leviticus and Deuteronomy are both in the Old Testament, and everything still kind of carried over to the New Testament. So it's still like, okay, like I said, for you to mess off with your king, as long as it's not a direct sibling, like a brother or sister, or your mom or dad, or your uncle or aunt. I don't know. I think I would travel all the way back to Michigan to find and meet somebody to mess off with, seeing that everybody in this town I'm related to. My family spread all over. Like I said, I'm from Michigan, but I got folks in Indiana and Nashville, and the surrounding cities, and Collierville and Bolivar, and folks in Memphis. My mom's sister lives in Memphis, and I got people all the way across the coast in California. My cousin Steve and his wife live over there, and so I probably got people spread out all in the middle, the Midwest. Excuse me. Not that it's incestuous, but I think my next video is going to be about same-sex marriages, woman, woman, guy, guy, the whole gay lesbian thing. I may talk about that next week. I think that's going to be it for this week. I'll just have to get into the comments to further the conversation because I'm running a little dry on the topic besides what I just went over. But no, comment below. Let me know if you cool with dating your cousin. If you're not subscribed already, hit that little subscribe button to the left there, and share this with somebody. Send it to their text or in their inbox or something. Whether they're on Instagram or Facebook or Twitter. I'll see you next week, y'all. Same time. Well, not same time. On Thursdays. I always post a video on Thursdays. But I'll holler.